Well, hello there, Scorpio. Welcome back to Key Wisdom to Raw. My name is Ruth. I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot Reader, and this, my darlings, is your bi-weekly intuitive reading for the time between the 21st of September and the 5th of October. We're going to look at September here. We're going to look at October here. We're going to pull some key energies and outcomes for the month. And we'll also pull as many clarifying cards as necessary to complete your reading, my darlings. I have meditated and shuffled. I'll do a little bit more shuffling on camera just so you can see me do that, darling. And then we'll get started on your reading. Okay, my darling. So, you have got quite a few cards actually, and these have actually come out to specify. The clarifiers have come out. These are your key energies. Blah 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 blah. Okay, card at the base of the reading is the Judgment energy. Now, I actually came into some. Don't ask me. Do not ask me how or why that keeps happening, because I have got no clue. It just keeps happening. The first time it happened, it really freaked me out. But I can't stop the video because it's just a nightmare. Just a second. When I'm uploading. Hopefully this will stay there, because if it doesn't, then I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, my darling. So, apologies about that. Don't know why it keeps happening. It just does. These messages are really wanting to come through for you guys this month. I can't tell you, man. It's been funny. It's been funny. Okay. Right, hopefully that's okay. Okay, Scorpio. So, my darlings. Now, I actually did a little video, a 5-minute video called Awareness, Nirvana, Illusion. And the reason I did that video is because I was working with the energies, as I always tell you guys I do. I was meditating and I realized the difference between illusion and judgment. And I always talk to you guys about how, or the similarities I should say, I always talk to you guys about how judgment, card number 20, is about revelations, about things being revealed to us. And I'm going to be more specific with you from now on, because I can tell you very clearly that judgment is about the dissolution of illusion. It's are illusions that we live within, that we unknowingly live within. We don't know that we exist within that space. We don't know that there's things that we don't know about ourselves, or we don't know about a situation. We live in that energy. Judgment energy is about the dissolving those illusions. So when we see this energy, it means that we know things that we didn't even know we needed to know, and we didn't even realize we didn't know. That's the energy of judgment, and that is your overall energy that you're coming into over this time period, okay? So I'm really scared this is going to fall off again. I hope it doesn't. Okay, my darlings, let's look now at your first key energy, which is the Eight of Cups. So we're going to put this one right at the end as a outcome card. So my darlings, we've got the first card for you is the Eight of Cups. Now this is when we see this card here in these positions, this is the most important message for you for the month. I'm going to sing it to you. You know what's coming. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Oh, to find a better day. That's a bit of Craig David for you. We're going back like early 2000s, but Craig David's a man. And Craig David said it better when he's talking about the Eight of Cups. I'm walking away. That's what you are doing. This is an important message for you. Key message. Okay, you have been in a hard, in a heavy, in a deep emotional cycle that has left you feeling bad. Not good, man. Not good. You've not been feeling good. You've not been feeling happy. Something in some area of your life that this suggests, because it's 2-0 about commitment, suggests that it's something you're committed to. So it could be your work, like, you know, the job that you do, or a family situation. Oh my gosh. Just saying. That is literally 20, 2-0, and 8. That's cray, okay? That never happens. So it literally shows, so I'm right. This is something that that you're committed to, that you must walk away from, that you realize and understand, finally get it in the month of Scorpio, in this time period. So what is that thing for you that's been heavy in an emotional way, in your emotional world, that's been weighing you down, that's kept you stuck, a cycle that you've been in? The message is walk away from that energy in this time period between the 21st and the 5th of October. Let's look then at September. This is the last week of September. We have got another 8, the 8 of Pentacles. We then have the King of Pentacles, with a clarifier beneath it. We'll look at that later on. Then we have the 5 of Swords, and also we have the 2 of Cups. For some of you, this commitment, number 2, is a lover, but for some of you, it is work, it is business, it is the job that you do. Now, before I even go into the detailed depths with these cards, man, I'm seeing some behavior by your work colleagues. There is a toxic work environment that some of you are in the month of September. You feel it. Now, I'm going to teachers right now, and I'm only going to teachers because, listen, I used to be a teacher, and I know. I mean, you can tell. I mean, I'm fabulous. I love everybody. Everybody loves me. That's the truth. That's not just me saying that. That's how it is. However, you know, in a workspace, but I'm sure there's people. It doesn't matter what people think of me. It doesn't bother me, doesn't fix my life. But you know what it's like, you know, in those work environments, those toxic work environments. And for some of you, it is time to get out of those places, because you can either choose to commit to this, to feeling like this, or you can choose to commit to your emotional truth, to your compassion, to your emotional and mental well-being. Some of you are going to have to make those decisions in the month of September, okay? So let's have a look first of all. So we've got another 8. Now, 8's karmic number. Karma is the number, it is the experiences that we have out in the world that help us to come closer and closer to the self, to ourselves, to who we truly are. This is with Pentacles energy. So Pentacles is where we put our energy and effort in order to manifest our security. So this means that you've been in a cycle trying to make this thing work. You're trying to make this thing work. You've been trying to make this job work. You've been trying to make this relationship work. You've been trying to make this position work. Whatever it is for you, this as a position, you know what I mean by position, you know, whatever. Family situation work. Whatever it is for you, you've been trying to make it work. And it is really taken its toll, Scorpio. It's really taken its toll, and it's as if this time period, it's not breaking point, but it's more, again, a realization, illumination, where you be like, do you know what, man? Like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, man. Like, I don't know if I can put myself through this anymore, I don't know, man. Like, this is that type of energy for some of you. But there's also this energy of working on me, working on yourself, working, as I said, on the compassion that you feel for yourself, on your healing, on your growth, on your self-acceptance, on your pride in the work that you do, in what you offer to this world. There's an energy of that. There's an energy of recognizing your own worth and value, something which has been hidden from you. Maybe hidden because people have been telling you lies about how good you are at your job. Maybe hidden because, you have just been working so blooming hard, you've not had a minute to notice it. I'm just having a drink of water. So there is coming into that realization for you this week, this week, the end of September, that, okay, like, it is time for me to focus on me. It's time for me to work on myself. It's time for me to value myself. And this is a realization that you're coming to. And the realization is the thing that's helping you to make the next steps. Now, we've got the next masculine card here. We've got the King of Pentacles. Now, we need to praise him, because the King of Pentacles is a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Shout out to Capricorns watching. Anyway, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but that's not significant. Well, it might be significant, actually. And I don't usually talk about the signs, even in these cards, but it might be significant to you, so maybe that's why I said it. AKA the boss card, AKA the husband card. What this energy is, though, for you to experience is, because it's masculine, so it's about the actions that we take, the things that we do out in the world. So this is you, the things that you do, where you put your energy and your effort in order to manifest security. It's the actions that you take toward that. It's the actions that you take towards creating and manifesting the security that you want. And this is you not only being willing to do it, like that would be the Queen, being willing to, understanding, but actually doing it. So this is actually you walking away, actually you doing the work, whatever it is for you, clarified by the Moon card. So we know we have the Sun and the Moon here. We have the masculine and the feminine. This isn't the Sun, but I just said it because it's opposite of the Moon. And it's also masculine, the Sun, and the Moon is feminine. So that's why I said, anyway, the Moon. So this is you listening to. We can't ignore our emotional, that's a lie. We can ignore our emotional experiences, yes, but it doesn't change them. So it's one thing to think a certain way. So the sword energy is about our thoughts, mind, clarity, consciousness, communication. It's one thing to think a certain way and to tell ourselves that we think something, to tell ourselves that we want something. And actually we may believe that, without the dissolution of our illusions, we can be, yeah, I'm happy in it. Oh yeah, I love my job. Oh no, I love, and we really truly believe it. But then judgment comes in and that veil is lifted with judgment, and we see and we know and we understand and we learn something new that was maybe hidden from us because we weren't ready to know it yet. This is you understanding that and connecting with your inner wisdom, your divine feminine, your intuitive self, your emotional self, and listening to it. And that one being the thing that helps you to take action toward the things that are necessary to you to creating the stability that you need and you want. This energy is also suggesting, though, that there are things hidden. So for some of you, as I said, I don't know, I don't like that feeling, but I read intuitively, so I've got to go with what I'm picking up. And I know that some of you are having this rubbish going on at work. Like, there's people talking and bitching and moaning and telling lies and all that type of stuff. And actually, as I said, it's not a breaking point. You're not going to go, I'm quitting, you're all annoying. It's not like that. It's not that energy. It's the realization that you are worth more than the situation that you're in. That you are worth more than this backbiting and this silliness and this immaturity, whatever it is going on. It's the realization in September that you're worth more than it. And not only the realization that you're worth more of it, you're like, I'm going to put my energies in other places. As I said, this moon energy is you listening and responding to your emotions, and that being that emotional world, and also the things that come into your awareness are the things that help to propel you forward and creating and taking the actions that are necessary to create your long-term stability and security. And that's, in a manifested way, but also in your mental health as well, Scorpio. I mean, you've got to give some time for that. I'm not going to spend much time on this card, but basically number 5s are about change, okay, about the changes being necessary. So when it's sword energy, this is about changing our perspective, changing our awareness, changing our understanding. So that's why it can be sometimes people bitching about your back behind you and you find that out. So then that changes your perception of them or perception of a situation, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, people can interpret it in that way. And I never interpret it that way, but actually intuitively, I'm picking up on some of that for some people. But for others of you, this is a change of perspective. This is a change of, as I said, awareness. Moving away from. This is a change of perspective, a change that's necessary, a change of how you see yourself. You need to start seeing yourself as this boss, as someone who's secure, who's worthy, who's successful, even if you've not been told that in your career, in your relationship, by your family. This is a perspective that needs to change. You need to see, actually, yes, I am worthy. This is what your reading should be called. Yes, I am worthy. That's what you should be called. I might even write that down, Scorpio, because yes, I am worthy. Because, you are worthy. And this is you realizing it. And you have to, that's the thing that needs to change. You need to see that you're worthy. That perspective needs to change. And then you can move away from this negative emotions. Yes, you are worthy. I'm going to do, because I wrote that on one of my posts, and I might start copywriting some of my phrases, not copywriting, but making t-shirts, key wisdom and all that stuff, Christmas, anyway, whatever, blah blah blah, I digress. So this is you, as I said, a commitment to yourself, to your self-love, to your self-esteem, to your emotional body, to listening to your emotions, to allowing yourself to feel what you've been feeling, the weight of this type of energy that you've been going through, and just say, do you know what, I've had enough of that. This is you really reconnecting with yourself, with your emotions. Now, some of you, this whole scenario could be about a love situation. It could be about potentially a relationship that you're in. So you just apply the sort of the themes of what I've said to your relationship, if that's the case. This is showing me what I'm feeling for this really is a commitment. Now, usually we might talk about this as being a soulmate card, because this card, number 2s, are about balance, about duality, about being on the same page, about being committed. And this is the cup, so it's about our emotions, our intuitions, blah, blah, blah. So that's why we can refer to it in shorthand as a soulmate card, and it can indicate that. Your love readings are up for September, so check out love readings for love. But you will know when you listen to this, if these energies and these themes, if you will, apply to you and to your relationship. Okay, so let's look then into October. So we've got Temperance. I laugh a little bit just because there's 2 cups on there, and I've actually just had Temperance out here in this position in the previous reading. So we've got Temperance with the clarifier, we've got the Chariot as well. I've had this out in the last reading as well. We've got the Hanged Man with a clarifier also, and we have got the Hierophant. Wow, all major arcana. So what did I say? Listen, yeah. You're walking away from, this is what you're being asked to do. This is karma. This is like, in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, it explains that karma is 2 things. It gives us, one, it's about things that we need to experience in order to, I'm paraphrasing. One, it's about things that we need to experience in order to obviously connect with the self. And 2, it's about karma is created in our life when we avoid experiences. So when we avoid things, or those people who avoid, they've never been single in their lives. You know who they are. We've all got friends like that. They can't be without a boyfriend. They can't be without a girlfriend. They can't be by themselves. They don't want to be on the road. You know those people, yeah? I do as well. those people are just creating karma for themselves, you know, because eventually you're going to be by yourself and it's going to hurt. That's what karma is. And it's not to hurt you or to punish you. It's to get you closer to the self. So when we look at major arcana cards, that's how we've got to think about it. We've got to think about it as we have the normal experiences each month, and the normal astrology leads us through new moon and full moon, and these are the things that help us to have experiences and come into awareness. But we're on bigger karmic paths in our lives, and that's what the major arcana cards refer to, really. They talk about your life path, and what this is suggesting is that this walking away for you is a significant moment for you. It's a significant part of your soul's growth and evolution. The fact, because what you've done in the past is always stayed. You will feel the emotion, you will feel the negativity in whatever area of life it is for you. You will feel the heaviness, and yet you will persevere. You will persevere with the relationship. You will persevere with the discomfort. You will persevere because for whatever reason in your life has taught you that it's important to be committed. It's important to be whatever, you know, it's important to be loyal. It's important to be truthful, whatever. It's important to stick it out. You know, you've learned those things. Your life has taught you those things. But actually now, because you've avoided it, you know, karmically, you've always avoided doing, and you've not avoided them because you were scared. You avoided them because you thought it was the right thing to do. It was, even though I felt uncomfortable being in this marriage, being in this job, being in this situation, I will bite my tongue because that's what's best for the family. That's what's best for everybody. That's what's best for money, whatever. The walking away is significant, Scorpio. Significant. And the fact that we get all major arcanas as we enter October tells us that. It tells us that you are on a new path, a newer part of your path, which suggests that by doing this walking away, you're inviting new karma into your life. So this is a round of applause moment. This is big stuff. Temperance is the energy of wanting to move, feeling the impetus to go further. Now you know this. Oh my God, I've walked away and I feel good. I feel better. I feel so much. What do you do next? Well, temperance is the card of mindfulness. It's about being present with your experiences, emotionally experiencing what you're experiencing, allowing yourself to feel it and to engage with it, because it's that helps to heal. It's that helps to ground you, and it's that helps to teach you compassion for yourself. We have temperance clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So this is you, practical energy again. Practical. What am I going to offer? This is what I've got to offer. This is what I've learned. This is what I now know. And this is you wanting to go out in the world and show yourself, this is what I've learned. This is what I've got. This is my self-esteem. This is my worth. And it has taken you all this time, up these hills and down these dales and round these trees and up this path. It's taken you all that time to find it, to find your worth, to find your value, to find the essence, the truth of where you want to go, of what you want to do. And this is now you actively engaging with it, doing it, taking the actions, masculine, taking the actions necessary, but being mindful. I'm going to take action in October, you're saying, but I'm going to listen to my soul, because all I listened to in the past was what was expected, what was taught, what was been before me, or whatever it is you listen to. Now I understand what I need. Now I understand what I want. Now I understand that I am worthy. And that's going to affect the actions that I take. That's a combination of these two energies. Next, we have the Chariot energy. I'm just going to drink some water. Chariot's number 7. Chariot's my master number. In a nutshell, number 7 is a number of mystery. So we're asking why. And the Chariot's going somewhere. Why am I going? Why am I doing? Why am I feeling this? Why do I think this? Why do I know this? That's the question. These are all questions that the Chariot invites us to ask. Now, there's a balance. Well, balance needs to be achieved in order to make forward movement with the Chariot. And we gain the balance. Remember, we're moving into Libra season, okay, on the 23rd of September, Sun enters Libra. We're moving into this balance of Libra season, the balancing act that you must do internally. So this is now you finally mastering and being connected to and being consciously aware of and listening to both your divine masculine, which is the actions that I take in the world, the experiences that I have in the world, the things that I do, the things that I say, those things being related directly to the things that I'm feeling, my intuitive senses, the wisdom that my path so far has taught me. If I can listen to those things, both of those things, I can balance the Chariot and I can propel forward towards success. This is the Chariot and this is the energy. So you are really listening this month. You're listening to, as I said, both aspects of selves. You are looking at the actions that you're taking. And look at what I'm doing with my hands, this balance of the Chariot. This is the same balance of temperance. This is this mindfulness. This is this being aware, paying attention. And this is what you're doing. And you need to also remember the Hangman, because we come in, we have this patience with Hangman. We have this, I need to gain awareness, an active, even though you're sitting there, standing there, lying there, whatever, hanging there, you are actively trying to come into awareness of where you want to move to next, what your next step should be. And you coming into this awareness by not only being mindful, being present, but you're also looking back at what you've experienced, at what you've been through, at what you've had to walk away from. And it's both of that in that energy, both of those things that help you to gain the awareness and the wisdom that the Hangman energy presents with us. And we have a clarifying card. Yeah. This is you. Again, number 7. I won't go into you so you know number 7. But wand energy is our life force, your chi, your ki, in yin and yang, your chi, your ki, your energy. And it's the energy of the thing that moves us, that when we feel excited, when we feel anticipation, that's all ki and chi. When we want to move, when we want to do, when we feel driven, that's all ki, that's all chi, that's all wand energy. And this is you sticking with you, standing by you, sticking with that energy, feeling it, connecting to yourself, connecting to your body emotionally, physically, mentally, connecting to your body, grounding yourself within it and saying, I understand, I'm learning, I'm trying to learn what it is I need, where it is I want to go, who it is I am. And I'm sticking firm because it's important that I know this. It's important that this is revealed to me. So it's a very confident and strong energy that I'm picking up for you guys in the Scorpio in this next couple of weeks. Finally, we've got the Hierophant. Now, the message of the Hierophant, for those of you that follow me, that follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook, when I do my monthly major arcanas and I talk about the Hierophant, and I say, you can live your truth or somebody else's. That's the energy of the Hierophant. You can live your truth or somebody else's. So which truth. Whose truth are you going to live, Scorpio? I'm going to take a thumbnail of that because this is what you need to be committed to. Let's look at these energies. This is what you need to commit to. You need to commit to your truth. And note, obviously, that's beneath the, the Hierophant's beneath the Two of Cups. You need to commit to your truth. Now, the Hierophant does what the Hierophant wants to do because the Hierophant knows it all. Yeah, what the world says, what everyone says, the expectations, the institutions, what they all say, accepted rules of society and law. The Hierophant knows all that. But the Hierophant listens to a higher power. The higher power in this instance is your soul. Your soul self, your intuitive self. All this stuff that I've been talking about throughout this reading, and we've got this. Because change gonna come. Change gonna come. I was about to say to you, number 5, which is the Hierophant number, Taurus's card, but as well also. Sorry, Sagittarius, Cancer. What's that one? I just said Taurus. Anyway, 5s are about change. And what you have been doing is listening, potentially, one or the other. You've been listening too much. You've been listening too much to this, to your intuition. I doubt it, and not enough to, accepted rules in society. It's never that way around. Or actually, it could be. If it's like cult. If you're in a cult or something, it could be. I don't know. I think if you're in a cult, you ain't watching Key Wisdom Tarot. Let's put it that way. But anyway, but it could be. Your way of living, your way of existing, your way of presenting, your way of thinking about yourself, your way of taking action, that's what's changing. That's what I'm saying. It's a big, we can't overstate how hugely significant October is looking for you, and how this is the key thing for you to do, is to walk away. Leave the emotions behind, leave the relationship behind, leave the job behind, or whatever it is that you have avoided continually in your life. It's time to walk toward that. So if you're someone who's never wanted to put themselves out there for promotion, you now need to put yourself out there for promotion. If you're someone that's never been comfortable being on your own by yourself, it's time to be on your own and by yourself. As we say, this Tiny's here. Good boy, Tiny. Tiny's an integral part of Key Wisdom Tarot. He's not just a mascot, are you, Tiny? He's not just a mascot. Tiny's here because Tiny comes when it's time for you to listen. Innit, Tiny? Even in the personal readings. It comes in the personal readings, don't you, Tiny? And you come at the right times every time. Okay, good boy. Now, you sit down. Good boy. So they know they're listening now. Scorpio's listening. My best friend's a Scorpio. She knows. And I'm going to tell her to listen to this reading. Lie down. Good boy. Because you need to... Don't avoid it anymore. Take the steps. 2, 3, 4. The numbers that go in a sequence is about the steps that we're taking. And it's time for change. So that's the key message for you this month. Now, I'm going to have to move on because this reading's going to take ages. So let's just finish off with this, your outcome. Your outcome card, I can see it in the reflection in here. And it's another number 5, and it's a 5 of Cups. And this is what it is. Let's not sugarcoat stuff, Scorpio. Let's not sugarcoat it. You know your karma. You know the patterns that you repeat in your life. You know what they are. I don't. You do. It's time to break those patterns. Because while you're here crying over the spilt milk, while you're here going, why is it not working, this job? Why is it not working, this relationship? Why is it not working? Because the commitment that you should be making is to yourself, and you ain't. You're making these other commitments that are routine, that are easier on you, that you think are appropriate, that you think are right, that society tells you blah, 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 blah. Listen. And you might be doing that, you might be doing that completely unwittingly. You might be living within an illusion of the universe's creation, your experience's creation, life's creation, who knows, I don't know. It's time to walk away or to do things differently, because by doing that, what it gives you, what you get from doing this, from walking away, what you receive, because this is a card of emotional baggage. That's what this is, emotional baggage. Walk away from emotional baggage. That's what this card is. This is what, look, I mean, it's literally like the universe is saying, are you getting the message? Walk away from the emotional baggage. Release the emotional baggage. Recognize first that you have it and then walk away from it. Because the universe literally is opening up a doorway for you right now, Scorpio, that you can walk through, that allows you to live with strength, with security, with confidence, with self-worth in a way that you've not felt before in your life. It is that significant, Scorpio. It is that significant, okay? I'm going to leave it there for you, my darlings, and I'm going to say to you, if you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And feel free to share this video with your friends, with your family, on your Instagram, on your Facebook, etc. You can catch the September astrology where I go through all the astrological transits. Find that in the astrology playlist. Check out the key wisdom playlist for extra little snippets about the individual cards. There's a video about the number 7s, for example, and anything mindfulness, meditation, Reiki, and tarot. And do not forget to follow Key Wisdom Tarot on Instagram and on Facebook for all these little extras that I do for you guys. Now, my darlings, I will be back with you at the beginning of October with your brand new love reading for the month, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful couple of weeks, my darling Scorpios. You've got this. I'm here for you. And more importantly, the universe is here for you, okay? Take care, my darlings. Bye.